When I opened my eyes in the hospital, my body screamed with pain. The car was gone, the bike was gone, but I was alive, barely. The nurse said my family hadn't visited, not once. I thought maybe they didn't know yet, so I called my mother. She laughed, not nervously, genuinely. "Oh, sweetheart," she said between chuckles, "your sister just had her first baby. We're all in Hawaii for her shower. No one cares about your accident right now." I remembered the sterile ceiling above me, the IV line taped to my arm, and the laughter echoing in my head long after she hung up. My chest felt hollow. My mother's voice, once a comfort, became a weapon. That night I checked Facebook. There they were, my parents, my sister, her husband, all smiling under the Hawaiian sun, champagne glasses raised, a banner behind them that said, "Welcome baby Liam." They looked radiant, carefree. Meanwhile, I was stitched, broken, and forgotten. I didn't cry, not a single tear, but something inside me shifted. Growing up, I was the quiet one. The one who cleaned up after everyone's messes, who fixed the broken sink, who drove my sister home when she drank too much. When she stole my college fund to pay off her credit card debt, my parents called it family sacrifice. When she crashed my car, they said she didn't mean to. Love in our house always had a direction, one way, toward her. I thought surviving the accident might change that. I thought maybe seeing me broken would remind them that I existed. Instead, I became an inconvenient. 3 days after the call, I left the hospital alone. I signed my own discharge papers, took a cab home, and sat in my dark apartment surrounded by silence and unpaid bills. Then I made coffee, black, bitter, and I opened my laptop. If they could erase me that easily, I'd return the favor. But not by yelling, not by begging for attention. No, they'd remember me only when it was too late. It started with my sister's baby registry. She'd posted it publicly. Thousands of dollars in gifts, all funneled through an online payment account linked directly to her name. I knew her passwords, she never changed them. Same for her email, same for her social media. I didn't steal a cent, I just redirected. Every gift her friends sent began bouncing back with a polite automated message, "Refunded. The recipient has been reported for fraud." Within days, her posts were flooded with comments. "What's going on? Are you scamming people?" Her husband's company began asking questions. Her perfect image started to crack. I watched quietly. Then came my parents. Their entire business, a small travel agency, operated through online bookings and reviews. I created a few fake profiles, just enough to make noise. Complaints about unethical charges, fraudulent behavior, lost deposits. Nothing illegal, nothing traceable, just whispers that spread like fire in dry grass. Within a week, their phone number was disconnected. Still, I said nothing. I waited. And then the calls began. At first, 1 missed call from my mother, then 2, then 10. By the 5th day, I had 73. When I finally answered, her voice was trembling. "Please, you need to help us. Someone's ruining your father's business. Your sister's accounts are frozen. We don't know what's happening." I let her speak, let her choke on her panic. Then I asked quietly, "You mean no one cares about that right now?" Silence. I could hear her breath catch. "You? You did this?" she whispered. I smiled, though she couldn't see it. "No, Mom. I just stopped caring, like you taught me." And I hung up. By the next week, my sister's reputation was gone. Sponsors pulled back, her husband left for a break, and the lavish posts stopped entirely. My parents' business reviews were flooded, their accounts flagged, and their travel agency shuttered under investigation. They had spent a lifetime teaching me invisibility. Now they were learning what it felt like to vanish. I didn't gloat. I didn't celebrate. I simply sat on my balcony, sipping black coffee again, the scars on my arms healing slower than the ache in my chest. People think revenge is loud, shouting, confrontation, chaos. It isn't. It's silence. It's control. It's the phone ringing again and again and choosing not to answer. When they finally stopped calling, I knew it was over. Weeks later, I saw my sister's new post. A picture of her baby, nothing else. No captions, no comments allowed. Her smile looked forced. For the first time, I didn't feel anger, just peace. They'll never understand how it feels to be forgotten in a hospital bed. But they'll remember me every time the phone rings in an empty room. Because I made sure of that.